so I'm not going to upload a video today. I'm just going to talk about certain stuff about precisely. If you're new and you have no idea on I'll say coding or even anything about website or web development, therefore this video is for you. On It's also for those people looking to start, and for those who don't know exactly where to start. So so just imagine, right? It's Wednesday morning and you wake up saying, you know what? Today I want to be a programmer. Sorry, not even a programmer. Today I want to be able to build websites using CSS and HTML. You don't have to use templates. I always told myself templates is like the shortcut. Or Bootstrap is not really a shortcut, but you don't write your own CSS. It's just a framework already written and it has all the codes and everything. But anyways, so you just wake up on a Wednesday morning saying, today I wanna be able to build the website using HTML and CSS, but you have no clue where to start, or even you don't. Some people don't even know what HTML and CSS is. So hi, so you wake up on a Wednesday morning, you're like, uh, I want to learn how to build websites. I mean, the first the first thing you should do is you should be able to know how to Google for the list. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be able to Google nothing else, just Google. For example, if ever you want to like get into something, I think the first thing, as you can see my screen, I've got Google open, so I'm just gonna web web development. Web development is gonna give you a couple of things like web development books. So from the books, right, you can see HTML and CSS. And if you're a bit confused, you should simply Google HTML and CSS. Boom, right? So now what do we have? We've got W3 schools. W3 schools is a very, I'll say, it's the best website, not the best, but it's among the first three if you want to learn any programming language. I repeat, any programming language. I'll recommend you to go to W3 schools. This one I used it like 70% of the times. For example, I'm just gonna show you, if you're still lost, right? If you Google this HTML and CSS, it takes you here. How about let's just open W3 schools? For example, just look at something. So it's gonna bring you to this page. Remember, guys, you have no clue what you're doing. You're just Googling things for now. It's gonna bring you here. So what do you do now? You click this or HTML. Boom. Let's go here. So now, as you can see, guys, you've got HTML, CSS, JavaScript. These three fall under front end development. For those people who build websites and make it very interactive, if you want to make it interactive, you need JavaScript. I don't consider myself as a JavaScript developer yet because on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm around 2, which is pretty bad. So you have SQL for database, you have Python, also the top one of the best, the first language online, like in scale of like popularity and good for beginners. You have JavaScript, then you have Python, you have PHP, and you have Bootstrap. Bootstrap is also under CSS. Bootstrap is a framework. So you have a couple of them. So now you've got no clue. You have nothing. You don't know where to start. Simply type w3schools.com. you're gonna land here on this page. This on the left hand side is like the table of contents, right? And this, you're gonna scroll down, like what are you looking at? You've got headings, HTML tutorial. They're gonna tell you about HTML. Start learning HTML now. Okay, so what are we looking at? This right here, it says basically this right here is a boilerplate. You need this line of code, doc type, HTML, the head, the body, and the and the and the HTML closing. Basically, most of these are called elements. And if you write an element, each element is always written as such, and it's later followed up with a closing tag. So now you're like, what did you just say? All right. First, I'm just gonna say, um, I'm in no place to be able to teach you guys HTML because I don't think I'm qualified at all, at all. So I'm just trying to show you guys my route, the way I learned mine. It's a bit weird, but I'm just gonna show you guys how I learned. So if you're interested, you can try. If it works out, fine. If not, I'll give you guys more routes. So now you're like, what did I just say? Like, what's doc type or what's HTML? So let's click on try it yourself. It's gonna open a new tab. So now, as you see right here, right, this doc tab is simply declaring an HTML document. So the browser can be able to say, oh, it's a web page. Okay, okay. Slash a website something. So now you have this right here, a head. Inside head, you have title. You have many other things included, not just title, but all websites online, every single one of them, the billions of websites, they all have title with many things, other things included. So now let's get to the body. It's exactly what it sounds like, the body, where you put content. So this is written H1 for heading, very big heading. H2, big, but not as big as H1. So let me replace this to H2. I'm gonna run. As you can see, right, it reduced the size. So if I keep replacing them, H3. That's how small it's gonna get. And now it's right up to H6 or 7. I cannot believe I'm confused. Wait, I think it's H6. Wow, yeah. I don't think there's H7 though. There's no H7. Wait. Nah. Alright, so it ends in H6. That's the smallest and the last. Very, very, very small headings. I think almost smaller than paragraphs. Okay, yeah, it's very small. There you go. So you've got the body. In the body, you put every single content. You can add a paragraph. You can add an image. You can add any single thing you like. I'm just trying to like give you an idea on what you should start looking at or start learning. All right. So on here you're gonna have many things, many things you can look at, like the HTML elements, the global attributes. Those are things you shouldn't look at the start. So all right, so on the left side, right, let's just go through some few, and it will help you if you have no clue. All right, let's start from home. I think this is home already. Yep, that's home. All right, HTML introduction. You have to read this. What HTML is. Hypertext markup language. Not really a programming language, but I mean you write code, so what to do. Okay, you've got H1, the paragraph, blah blah and stuff. All right, here you have every single tag. This explained here. So this doc type is declaration that defines that this document is an HTML5. not XHTML, because before HTML5 you had XHTML. Okay, and you have the title, which is a title. You have the head, where it contains meta information. Meta information are things that are not going to be displayed in the body, just in the head, including links and stuff to other stuffs, pages, or whatever. You have a paragraph, which is written as P. You have an H1, which is written as which is a heading, basically. And most of these tags, right, when you open them, you have to close them like this. A forward slash with the tag name. If you write body with no forward slash, to close it, you have to add a forward slash with the tag name. Anything, it can be any, and there are a lot of tags. You will have to put in the work and go through all of this. So let's go to the next one, HTML editors. What do you have here? All right, you have, okay, text editor, right? In order to write code. Now, I don't use any of this. I use this VS Code. This is mine. It's so good. Or this Sublime. So I use Sublime Text to write my JavaScript, and I use VS Code to write my HTML and CSS, and also JavaScript. So let me just open so you know what I'm talking about. So right, for example, now this is exactly something I'm working on. I'm going to upload it when I'm done with this one. So this is VS Code, where I write my code. It has numbers and everything. It's got tabs. My CSS goes here, my JavaScript goes here, and my HTML goes here. So like what we're talking about in the like 5 minutes ago was the header, right? As you can see, mine is a bit different because, wait, mine is a little different because I have many things included in my header. I've got meta tags, a lot of them. For example, this, all right, this is my title. This is should, in case, right, I want my content on Google, I'll have to put keywords where people, if any person types in that word, there will be my web page or website will be able to pop up, like come up among the suggestions. So I wrote meta name, description, the content. I'm going to put some words like good website for sales or blog websites. Then this viewport helps make it responsive, which will, I'm going to talk about responsiveness later. And this right here is a link to this document, my CSS, known as style sheet. And this right here is my icon. Basically, this, as you can see, this little thing's an icon. So I've got mine. This before this HTML editor, you've got this small thing here. It's an icon. So I've got mine. And what else? And all right, here is Font Awesome. If you want to import icons online without downloading them, you can get a link which is known as the CDN. And in my head, this, all of these, remember, they're in my head. They're not going to appear on a page. They're all enclosed in my head. This is the head, and this is the closing tag of the head. Then now you've got the body, where I put my stuffs inside, basically. So those are my editors called Visual Studio Random Sublime Text 3. All right, so let's go to HTML basics, right? So guys, I'm just trying to go through this basics so you know exactly what to do or what to search for. I'm not gonna go through every single one of them. No, you have to dedicate the time to going through all of them. I'm not gonna go through all of them. So HTML basics, what are they talking about? The declaration, this right here, it appears in every single page online. This right here, doc type, and you've got a H1, 1, 2, 3 heading types and so on. All right, you've got links. This right here is a link. All right, let me just show you guys something. So if you click on the link, this right here is a link. So now, as just what I'm about to do right now is gonna be possible because it's I've got internet connection. And if you're this same exact link like this, if I copy this right here and I paste it down here, they're gonna be two. It's gonna be doubled. I'm gonna run. You're gonna see another link right here, right? And I'm gonna change the name to uh Google google.com. I'm gonna change this right here to sorry, google.com. If I click run now, you're gonna see google.com. You're no longer gonna see this is a link. You're gonna see google.com. Basically, I just created my own link. You've got an anchor, anchor tag with an attribute. This is the destination. Like I said, guys, you have to read through the W3 schools documentation, and you'll encounter all of this. So if I click this google.com, it's gonna take me, yo, open site in a new window. Okay, I'm gonna open it, and boom, voila, in a new window. I just created the link. Okay, so we've got links and image source. This is an image tag right here. Let me open this real quick. You got it. If you want to upload if you want to add an image to your web page or website like this one, you have to write img and source. If it's in a folder on your computer, you have to find the folder yourself. You've got alternative word. It can be even car or any word that comes to your head that represents this image. You've got the width of the image and you've got the height, basically. And remember, the image tag does not have a closing slash forward slash img. No, it's just image like this. Whereas the p and the h and the other ones have closing tags. So let's get to the next one. You've got HTML elements. Every single thing that is a tag is an element, like the p, the h, the img, the head, the body, all of them are tags, are elements. Sorry, they all fall under elements. All of this right here are elements. Every one of them. Anything that has this, that's inside what do you call this, brackets? I don't know. I'm just gonna call them brackets. Anything that is inside the bracket is a tag. It's an element. Okay. So let's go to the next attributes. All right. For example, let's go through this right here. It says all HTML elements can have attributes, right? Attributes provide additional information about elements. Attributes are always specified in the stat tag. Here, this is an element. This A, that's an element, and this right here is attributes. Anything, I'm just gonna give you guys a shortcut on how I know what's an attribute. Anything, right, that has equals to, not equals. What the hell is equals? Anything that has equals to after itself and has a code is an attribute. So basically, this right here is an attribute as well, because after this you've got equals to and quotes. You've got something inside the quotes. Anything with equal to after its name or itself is an attribute. Source, SRC stands for source. Too much source. You've got what else? As to something else, href. which represents something's location. It's an attribute. You have a few of them, I think. All right, this right here is an attribute on its own style. If you want to style something, a paragraph, a heading, an image, or anything, you have to write a style equal to, and you put in quotes, you put in whatever it is you want to style. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, in the short run, is guys, as you can see, right? It's you have to go through all of this. It's not gonna happen overnight. No. Mm-mm. Mine, it took me 5 months to be able to build pages without going through tutorials online. 5 months, guys, of constant practice, of constant coding, just to build websites. It took me 5 months. People take a month, even weeks, but it took me 5 months because I have my way of studying, and most of the times, right, when I had issues, I stopped and I went to playing games and stuff. So basically, you have to go through all of this paragraphs. You have the heading, the paragraph style, formatting, quotations, comments, colors, CSS, HTML, links, tables, lists. You have to go through all of this to an extent. This is one way of learning. So, and also when if you're like trying to you're like you need someone to be able to write your code, and you find yourself you don't know where to practice your code or where to write what you've learned or to see how far, I think, oh yeah, uh code codepen.io. Guys, wait, let me see. I have a number of this. Log into codepen.io. Uh, no, I'm not gonna log in. I'm gonna skip this. So now, guys, okay. Uh, let's just try to see something. I'm gonna write. This is a paragraph diagram. I'm just gonna write hello world. Remember to always close the paragraph tag. And boom. Let's minimize this JavaScript. Wait. I don't want JavaScript. I just want HTML and CSS. Take this up. Uh, like this. Yeah. All right. So now, guys, got it. You can leave now. Okay. So if ever you're looking for a text editor and you don't want to download anything like me, like VS Code, I downloaded mine to write my current project and stuff. All you have to do is come to this website, CodePen. You've got a number of them, I think. But I mean, CodePen is pretty good. I think it's nice. CodePen.io, not .com, play. So let's try something else. An H2, which stands for header. I'm just gonna write this is a heading. And remember to close the tag like this. Always remember to close the tag, always. So if you want to try anything out, you can come here, look at tags, and come to codepen.io and you try them out. There was CodePen and there was CodePly. Wait. All right, guys. I'm just trying to look for somewhere you can write your code in. You can get your things done. All right. So you've got CodePen or CodePly.com. I don't know what the PLY stands for. It's called Ply or code play or whatever. Okay, so now let's try to write on each one. All right, so I'll recommend this one from the start because I think it helps you close the tag automatically, which is good. Because the previous one, I don't know why the code was appearing without you closing the tag, but this one, let's just say, let's write hi. I am trying to learn how to code in HTML. Then now you have to hit run here. Here. If you hit this, this is what pops up. This is exactly what you're trying to do. Everything pops up here. Alright guys, I don't want to waste a lot of time on HTML without going to CSS. So basically, like I said, all you have to do is just type in w3schools.com and you select HTML and you go through a couple of these. This right here. They're gonna help you tons. So now when you've done that, I reckon you go through HTML before CSS because CSS, trust me, till dates, right? I don't know enough of CSS because it's so crazy, it's so complicated, and it's so fun. So you just have to click CSS, and you're gonna have a few. CSS is completely different from HTML, guys. Completely different, trust me. So here, what do we have? All right, this is how you write code. This is the syntax basically of CSS. Body. If you remember in the HTML you have body, you have the head where you put the titles inside, you have the body where you put the contents, and you also have footer, the footer element where you write the thing down, the ending. Most websites have footer element. But I'm just trying to like show you guys where to learn. I'm not teaching you guys anything basics. I mean, everything is already on here. Like I said, you just have to put in the work, nothing else. So P for paragraph, you have H1, and you've got body. So let's try out some things. All right, body, right? Background. The background of the body. The body is the entire thing you see on the screen. It falls on that body. So let's change this name to light blue. I wanna make it yellow. Oops. Oops. Uh, let's change it to yellow. Let's hit run. Boom. Done. Simple. Now you have a flexing page, guys. What? Okay. You can't see the paragraph very well, can you? All right. Fine. Whatever. Let me change this to black. Boom. Done. No, you don't want black? Fine. I'll give you blue. What else do you want? Tell me. Tell me. So you've got background color and you've got color. Background color is in the background. Color is basically affecting the element itself. Text align centers the text. It's in the middle of the screen. All right. You think I'm joking? I think I'm lying? Fine. Left. Boom. Who's laughing now, huh? All right. Well, I think basically that's all. You don't like yellow? What do you like? Red? Are you sure? Nah. Okay, fine if you insist. There you go, red. So you can play with this and let's go to the next one. You've got the introduction to CSS. You can read about it here. Style sheet. You've got the CSS syntax and how you write code. Okay, like I said, you have to read about all these things. The selector. So now, all right, I'm just gonna show you something. So if you come here, we wrote this code, right? I'm gonna change this to paragraph tag. It's looking super super bold or something. Okay, I'm gonna click run. All right. So now, it says the selector. The selector is this. It's that is whatever whatever is in quotes in the HTML, or a tag name, or an element. Those are all selectors. Like a P is a selector. H1 is a selector. The body, the header, and whatever is in these brackets right here, you have to like read the HTML document to be able to learn, and um you like see a lot of them. So I'm just gonna share an example, right? So yeah, in this website called PLY, you've got HTML and you've got CSS. So I'm just gonna come here. I'm just gonna type in body. Remember, all right. Let me slow down right in this code. So now, what is body? Body is anything you see in here. This where the code lies that is in this body. And curly braces, not this one. No, not this one. This one. Don't get confused between these two. Not the first one, the second one instead. Okay. When so the way I write my code is when I input the braces, right? I hit enter and automatically the cursor appears in the middle, which is like a neat way to write code. So let's say the background color hyphen colon, remember, let's say what color? Brown. All right, as you can see, it just switched to brown. So now what are we trying to say here? So basically this right here, this, if you look here, it's they say it's a selector, this H1, but I wrote the body. I could have written P. The next thing you have to be able to understand is the property is anything that comes before the colon. This comes before the colon, this word, background color, making it a property. And after the colon, you have a value. This right here, it comes before the semicolon, this brown. So this is a selector. This is a property. And after you have a value. So we've got I just wrote the basics of basics. All right, if you like I can try. No, I don't want to write, I don't want to create something here. I'm trying to explain, I'm not trying to build a page here. So let's get to the next. We've got the selectors. I already talked about selectors. Anything in these codes is a selector or an element. You've got comments, which is written as such. This / asterisk, any word here, / asterisk / sorry. Anything in between this will not appear, will not show up on your page. Never. You've got CSS colors, very good. So let's open everything up. So I'll show you guys a lot of colors. So these are all the names of colors. This one, for example, you think I'm lying? All right, fine. I'm gonna change this brown to aquamarine. This name aquamarine. So I don't want brown. Let's say aquamarine with an E, and let's hit run. Boom, there you go. What do you have to say? Think I'm joking? Fine. All right, I'm gonna create something real quick here, and I want an H2. An H2. I'm gonna name it welcome to welcome to paradise. Nah, not paradise. Welcome to Limbe. Gonna hit run. As you can see, welcome to Limbe. And now I'm gonna select this. Was this an element? Remember, it's an element. Anything in this tag. So let's select it. P. Oh, H2. Sorry. Let's say text align center. All right. If I hit run, it's gonna go to the center. So now let's increase the size of this word, this sentence. In order to increase, it's known as font size. Remember, this right here is a property, and I'm gonna give it a value now. Let's say 16 times 2 is 32 pixels. A bit big, yeah, I think. Uh, I think the color is a bit weird, so let's look for a different color. Brown as a color. What do you think? Oh, what is it? Burleyhood, guys. Burleyhood. Okay, let's try Burleyhood. Remember, it's written as color, not background, color. Burleyhood. Let's hit run. Yo, I can barely see, man. Okay, let's look for something else. Coral. Um, Dark salmon. No, let's try coral. I just want to show you guys how simple it is in order to build a page. All you have to do, right, is basically just go through w3schools.com. You select HTML here, and you can't learn in a single day. I repeat, it's impossible. It's legitimately impossible, man. You'll never, ever, ever, ever be able to learn a day. And when you're done with the HTML, you come to CSS. Simple as that. You have a couple of things you can do, like, for example, oh, just trying to freestyle and make something out of this. You could add a picture here or divide it into sections, anything. It works, guys. All right, so now I'm done with W3 schools, and I'm gonna show you guys another way on how to learn if you have no clue on what you're doing. I'm gonna close this. Yep, bye. And let's reopen Google, and now let's type in free code camp. Free code camp, guys. Free code camp. Trust me, it's free. Click here. So now get started. It's free. Now it's gonna log me in automatically. Hey, as you can see, it says welcome back, Junior. I spend most of my day here. So if you scroll, it's gonna bring you to this page. As you can see, I was learning JavaScript on here most of the times. I do. So now you're gonna bring to this page. You're gonna have to sign in maybe with the Facebook or Google. It's not gonna kill you. Just do it. So you're gonna land exactly here. So you have to scroll down here. For those who don't know how to scroll down, you click here and you pull scrolling. Okay. Anyways, so you're gonna see this responsive web design certification, JavaScript algorithms, and data structure certification. You're gonna see a lot of this front end libraries. So you're gonna select. You don't need coding into you don't need machine learning, you don't need information security, you don't need data analyst, you don't need scientific computing with Python. No, the reason why you are on here is basically responsive web design. So you click this, it's gonna open you a couple of things. Very straightforward. You've got basic HTML and HTML5. Guys, please, I beg you, start from here. You click this, it opens you like some challenges. I don't 25. How many? Oh, 28. I mean, I tried it and I was bored because I already knew them, so I just left it. It's gonna give you the basics of the basics. You're gonna have examples. You're gonna follow up whatever. All right. Add images. All these things. They're gonna break everything down. So all right. Man. All right. Say hello. Let me just click on this. Fine. So this is how it looks. Exactly like this. So you've got to read here and code here, and it appears here. Okay, then you're gonna run tests. All right, so what are they saying? I'm just gonna do just this one because it's boring to me. Okay, what are they trying to say? All right, say hello. So all you have to do is just type this hello. Okay. All right, listen, they say to pass the test on this challenge, change your HTML1 elements text to say hello world. I mean, that's in English, guys. Let me repeat. To pass the test on this challenge, all it says change your HTML H your H1 I'm saying HTML1. Change your H1 element text to say hello world. Where is the H1 element? Where is it? Here, this, guys, this. Change it, change it to hello world. Basically, writing world at the end. World. Boom. Done. I mean, you can't fail this, can you? Hello world. Wait, run test. Oh, I passed. Yay. Now I'm a coder. So, nah, I'm not gonna go to the next guy, sorry. I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna click learn. Okay. So now, like I said, guys, you just have to go through all of this. If you don't want to start with Google W3, remember W3 schools, and you click here. If you choose not to start here, you've got Learn HTML. If you don't want to go through this, if you hate reading for some reason like me, if you don't want to at all, all right, fine. Free CodeCamp, boom. It's gonna help you. It's gonna hold your hand. You're gonna have to go through these challenges. I mean, it's not difficult at all. Trust me, it's not. So when you're done with the first one, like basic HTML and HTML5, you click the arrow thingy, and it goes to the next basic CSS. And they give an example, they explain, and they give a challenge. And when you're done, guys, I repeat, it's not gonna take you a week, a day, or a month. It's gonna take you a while. So you have to be patient and you have to be consistent. Okay. And when you're done, you're gonna I mean, you don't have to do every single one of them. Applied accessibility, responsive web principle is very important. It took me a month just to learn Flexbox because it's very, 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 very good. I haven't learned Grid yet because I'm not interested. Like I'm saying, I just want to build websites for fun, not a career. So, and web design projects. And when you know basically this one, this one, or this one, not both, just one of them, and this one, then you'll be Gucci. You will be perfect. You'll be good to go. You'll be able to build things online with no tutorials or anything. So, like I said, you just have to come here, freecodecamp.org. You log in with your Facebook or Google, and you're gonna land on this page saying welcome, Skype or Fred or whatever you is. You scroll down and click here. You click here and you start completing slowly. Don't try to do everything in a week. You're gonna forget the next minute. I assure you. So, okay, I've showed you guys W3 schools and I've showed you guys free code camp. And now, let's look at the last but not the least. Let's go to YouTube. And I'm gonna show you guys. Basically, it's very simple. Yeah, my feeds are crazy, I know. I'll constantly watch my favorite game online, watch interviews and stuff, and I watch web development trends and stuff online. So all you have to do is just type HTML and CSS on YouTube, guys. That's all. You're gonna come here. So as you can see, right, I completed this course, and the day I completed this, the day I finished this, right, that was the day I stopped coming online to check on YouTube how to create navigations or how to use animations and anything. When I completed this, after having gone through this, I started with this, I went through this, not completely, nah. I tried this, but I was bored because I don't have the patience to learn. So, but please don't be like me. It took me 5 months. 5 months to learn this, man. You need just 2 months maximum. So after I completed this, guys, this one right here, learn HTML and CSS3 from scratch, guys. Please get this one. It's under free code camp. Please, guys, this one and and this one, CSS tutorial zero to hero. This one. So you've got this CSS zero to hero, and you've got learn HTML and CSS. You've got an 11-hour and 6 hours video. So I mean, now I've tried telling you guys how I learned. I don't want people to feel like you have to be an expert in computer, or you should be able to know calculus or algebra, because I don't know any of those things. I don't. I just woke up and I was like, I wanna build websites without looking at tutorials online. And it took me 5 months because I wasn't so serious. But guys, I'm just saying, for anyone out there who's gonna come across this, all you have to do, I repeat, all you have to do is start from here. If it's boring, try CSS. But I reckon, listen, I'm gonna say you have to know HTML before understanding CSS, or else you're gonna be lost in the world, like Kanye West says. If you've done this, like spend at least a month going through HTML. Where is it? All right, HTML semantics. All right, spend a while to understand this, where you have the header, you have the navigation, you have sections, and you have the footer. spend a while, right? Break this down. If you're having a hard time, no problem. Sweet, come here to Free Code Camp. I'm not gonna upload basics of HTML because I don't think I'm good enough to write those or explain. I'm just directing you guys to where I went to, and it helped me. So you can come here. I told you guys already. No need to touch JavaScript, please. This is something else. This is something else. So basically, just go to responsive web design, and you're gonna have options. Select any one of these basic. You start from here, then go here. You can skip these other ones. You land on Flexbox because this is what I did. I've not touched grid yet. I will when I'm bored. So if you're still having a hard time, no problem. Just go to YouTube and type HTML and CSS, guys. You're gonna find this on FreeCodeCamp. Please don't feel like you have to have written code before even going through this. No, this guy, he takes you through the basics of the basic, if that even makes sense. I don't know. So he breaks every single thing down because some people like watching videos and hearing other people explain to them. That's another way of learning. You could try it. And when you're done with the HTML, he covers HTML and CSS, guys. The only reason uh I'm even talking about this CSS is because it's so crazy. It's so in depth. Trust me, it's so crazy, man. When if you finish the, trust me, you're gonna be job ready. You're gonna be able to like meet people and build them websites for 100,000 CFA francs. Yeah. If you finish this, it's gonna, like I'm saying, you shouldn't be, don't watch the video and be like, I want to watch everything in 2 days. Nah, then you're just basically aiming to fail because they're gonna give you enough of content where basically it's gonna be impossible to learn in 2 days, if that even makes sense. It's gonna cover a lot where you have to stop every time he switches. Every time he changes a topic, you should be able to pause the video and do more research. So, like I said before, don't feel like um I don't know where to start. I don't know how to even go about it. I don't know where to even search for. No, I've told you guys now. You come here, double three schools, free code camp, or YouTube. And that's all, guys. You don't need to start learning templates or Wix. All those things are good for people who already know how to build from scratch. You can just add it to your portfolio if you're looking for a job or something. But if you wake up one day and you be like, "Hi, I'm a web developer and I use Wix or template," I mean, people are gonna be like, "Okay, so do you code?" And what are you gonna say? No, I just edit other people's code. Trust me, you're gonna feel like the boss if you know how to code. So guys, thank you guys so much for anyone who stayed till then. I mean, I know it was boring and it was long, but I had to say something. So people who be looking at my videos be asking me, please, I don't know where to start. I don't know nothing at all, like nothing. So guys, all you have to do is just type in Google, nothing else. Just type in Google, and you've got three options: this one, or this one, guys. That's all. So for more content, guys, and I mean, I have nothing else